Well, thank you. Travel industry leaders are calling on the federal government to downgrade travel warnings for the Middle East so the thousands of Australians heading to Europe for the summer season can access insurance. Chief Executive of the Australian Travel Industry Association, Dean Long, joins us now to chat through this important story. Dean, thanks so much for joining us.
Good to be with you.
So what are you calling for and why?
Look, very, very simply, what we're after is the government to reconsider how they're classifying the airports of Dubai, Doha and Abu Dhabi. We need that level 4 status to go down to level 3, which will unlock travel insurance protections and align to the lived experience of over 153,000 Australians that have transited through the Middle East in the last 5 to 6 weeks.
So currently what happens if you do travel through the Middle East and an incident occurs?
Yeah, for most people, unfortunately, it means they're not going to be covered by their travel insurance. And that's a problem in that if you sprain your ankle, have appendicitis or any other injury or lose your bags, you don't have that protection of that travel insurance. We want people to be protected that are transiting. We don't want people to have a holiday in the UAE or Qatar. We just want those protections to be in place for those 90 minutes that you're on the ground so you can travel safely and go to Europe, India or even Africa.
Dean, DFAT wouldn't be taking any chances. From the federal government's point of view, they want to make sure they ensure the safety of everyone travelling. Surely they would reduce it if it was safe to do so, wouldn't they?
DFAT's doing an amazing job. We've had lots of engagement with them over the last 5 weeks. This is a difficult decision to make, but we are now one of the last countries in the world. Germany, France, England, Ireland have all moved to a level 3 status, and that's where we need to align. We don't want people to holiday. We can't say that's enough. You shouldn't be booking a holiday to the UAE or Qatar. But we know it's safe to transit. The airlines have done a very good job in doing so. But this is a big decision to make, but we do believe it's the right one for those people that want travel insurance while they're there. And also, the more people that come back to Australia that have transited safely, it damages the brand of Smart Traveller. And we want Smart Traveller to be strong, understood and respected by the Australian public.
Why wouldn't the Australian government follow other countries at the moment then?
Look, it's one of those items we haven't had that advice given directly to us. We're very open to hearing about what that is. We want DFAT to be conservative, but we think at the moment that advice is too conservative and not matching the experience of the Australians that are transiting through the Middle East.
What difference would that make by downgrading that travel warning in the concept? Would it make it cheaper for Australians to transit through the Middle East?
Look, it probably won't make a huge difference on what people are paying today, but it will mean two really critical points. One, you're going to be guaranteed that travel insurance protection. That is key. We want people to take travel insurance. We want them to travel safely. And it also means that the Australian public, who already we know trust the Smart Traveller alert system, that won't be further damaged if we continue to have the airport classified as a level 4. It's just the airport areas, get it down to a level 3, keep the transit flowing. That's going to be really great for those Aussies heading to Europe or to India or to Africa, but also sends a really important signal to our international visitors that it's okay to transit through the Middle East.
And what's your research or feedback shown, Dean, in regards to the volatility in the Middle East? Has that affected Australians wanting to travel overseas at the moment? Yeah,
for certain cohorts we've seen people absolutely reroute, even through the US. It's a 30-hour flight, which I tell you what, you wouldn't want to be in economy for that flight.
No.
But we know there's certain cohorts that are very nervous about travelling through the Middle East. Those people that are over 65 or under the age of 25 are looking to Asia and also North America, or just changing their plans altogether. So again, depends, it's really price driven, but we get that level 3 advice for the airport. That means people can transit safely with full travel insurance and respect and value the Smart Traveller system.
Dean Long, thanks so much for joining us, much appreciated.